The market awaits data on unemployment claims. The report will help investors figure out what's wrong with the recovery of the US labor market. Weekly updates on initial jobless claims have been at elevated levels for a few months. The number of first-time unemployment claims has been increasing in the recent weeks. US stocks have rallied notably over the last 4 sessions as investors were betting on a new stimulus package. Meanwhile, it's unclear whether US lawmakers will be able to agree on stimulus measures as soon as possible. Investors have hardly priced in the unpleasant surprise. It seems market participants are certain that Congress will be able to pass the bill on financial aid, as the recent macroeconomic data proves a slowdown in the economic recovery. Futures on the Dow Jones rose 0.15% in the early New York session to trade at 27,095. The S&P 500 was fluctuating without a clear bias at near 3,314. The number of Americans who filed for first-time unemployment benefits decreased by 249,000 last week to 1,186,000. Economists had expected the figure at 1,400,000 like a week earlier. On the whole, traders are still alarmed by the situation in the labor market. The authorities are struggling to contain rampant coronavirus rates, which threaten to hurt the green shoots of recovery. The US dollar index is trying to halt its decline at about 93 points. This comes as no surprise after a protracted losing streak. Meanwhile, the currency remains under pressure. The downtrend is triggered by a variety of factors, including developments in the equity and commodity markets. The Dow Jones spiked to 27,155, which is the upper border of the current rising channel. The rally of the Dow Jones and growing oil prices are to blame for the US dollar's weakness. WTI was trading at nearly $42.60 in the New York session. WTI gained over 1% today. Optimism is still setting the tone in the oil market. The chart reveals an interesting picture on the Canadian dollar, which benefits from rising oil prices and the weak greenback. The Canadian dollar strengthened to a 4-month high against its American rival. If the US dollar extends its slump, this will open the door for the loonie to the psychologically important level of 1.3000. Today, the pair is consolidating after a decline to trade at about 132.80. Analysts foresee a correctional climb towards 133.13 and 133.50. Later, the pair is expected to decline again to the area of 131.73, 132.69. If the US dollar can rebound and hold firmly above 133.50, the pair is likely to rise to the level above 1.34. You've watched daily financial news on InstaTV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep track of all financial events. That's all for now. Thank you for watching and stay tuned.